Welcome back to The Factor. There's a name and a trend among Gen-Zers who would rather do nothing than work a job they don't like. This is called NEET. N-E-E-T. NEET is an acronym for Not in Education, Employment, or Training. The group rejects the idea that being idle is a bad thing, saying it makes more sense to hold out for a job situation that really suits them, that they want, that they love, rather than jump on the first thing that comes along. Joining us to talk about it, on The Factor Uncensored, Gen Z OnlyFans creator Sunshine Gutierrez and therapist Dr. Christine Belliard.
Now I feel like I have to do it.
Sunshine is So when we talk about young people not doing what you guys don't want to do, is that your mindset, like, I'm not going to go do a job I'm not interested in doing?
Well, honestly, I have a pharmacy technician license. So prior to my job I do now, like on OnlyFans, I was working in a pharmacy for a big corporation. So like,
what made you walk away from that?
I started doing OnlyFans and working in the pharmacy at the same time, and one of my pharmacists found my OnlyFans. So I was just like,
so they snitching, huh?
Basically. I was like, okay, whatever, I make better profit on there anyways, so yeah.
And so working as a pharmacist in the pharmacy, was that something you didn't enjoy, or it was just kind of like, it's what you were, okay, you loved it. So you're different actually from this group because you enjoy a regular job.
Well, I actually really enjoy laying in bed all day too. Like,
well, who doesn't, right, Dr. Belliard?
That's true.
I like being able to wake up every day and knowing I can do whatever I want today. I like to be able to do literally whatever I want. Isn't that like the life goal, the American dream? Be able to wake up, do whatever you want.
You still have shoots though. You know, as an OnlyFans creator, you still have a schedule, a regimen. You know, you have to make appointments and do your work still, right?
Yeah, I do. I want to say I work about like 3 to 4 days a week, depending on like how much.
And how many hours a day?
Like 20 minutes.
She's a neat. She's a neat.
But you know, it's working for. It's working
Let's bring the doc in for this. Go ahead, Dr. Belliard.
One thing that I want to bring up, just to contextualize this, many of your generation in Gen Z, born between 1997 and 2012, had millennials as parents, and our parents were workaholics. So many of us were latchkey kids. And so with that, sometimes we are trying to give everything we wanted from our parents, which was that connection, I want my kid, anything they want, they're gonna get it, I'll be right here for them. So we have, not you, but many in the generation who really are the king or queen of their household. Kings and queens don't usually work, they're served. So I think the culture really does sometimes, I think you all get blamed, but I do think we have to expand the scope to really see how all of this functions in context. Because if we have parents that are saying, oh no, you actually don't need to go work, you're okay, don't let that job do that to you, and this is common, then what is the message? I work when it works for me. And I think it's a balance though, because again, if there are new mediums now. So there are many in the Gen Z generation who see other Gen Zers making millions of dollars by doing nothing. So it seems like, well, that's what I need to do too. That's the option.
And so what does this do for society down the road though? Are we looking at a different type of society? I was thinking about America, but this is around the world. And so what does it do to society if we have people who's like, I don't want to do that, I want to chill. I want to find something that suits me and my feeling, which, that's the total opposite of me. I'm a little bit older than you, so we had to work, and that's the thing, find a job, work.
Right. I think the only thing is that model we see has broken down already. There are many people, even in our generation, who have left the workforce or they have the hope or dream almost every day, like, okay, next week I might try to start my own business. I think we have to recognize that it's set up where consumerism is real. The goal is to have people sitting at home, scrolling through and buying. So part of this is the model. And so I agree with you. I think there is going to have to be a revisioning of the American or the world dream.
The world dream.
For sure.
All right.
I know.
Tell your grandmother I said hello. She likes the factor, right?
She loves you.
Thank you, Sunshine, for coming on.